Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. I do apologize for my sniffles lately. I've had a really runny nose, and I don't know why. I think it's allergies. It's been warming up here in Arizona, and with that, everything starts to bloom. And I usually have pretty bad allergies every year, so I think that's what it is. But anyways, I've got two Tarmac Works Porsches today. So this has been out for a while. I've been meaning to get around to it. Yeah, we're finally getting to it. So this is the Porsche 911 GT3R from the 2023 Nurburgring 24-hour race. Very, very cool. Love this livery. I think it's going to look awesome next to this Falcon one down here. So really excited about this one. And then this one also just came out pretty recently, actually. This is the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup 992, and it's the Fire Monkey Motorsport. Really excited about this one too. Now, I'm not super familiar. I'm not super familiar with the Cup version of the 911. I think basically my understanding of what the Cup version is basically it is just a stripped out track version of the GT3 RS. So like obviously the GT3 RS is like, you know, it's a track car, like you can use it on the track, but it's also kind of luxurious, real nice interior, that kind of thing. And I believe the Cup is basically just that, except it's stripped out and it's lighter and it's faster and it's meant for the track, pretty much only specifically the track, I think is the difference, which I think is pretty cool. I think I'm right with that assessment. If I'm not, let me know. Always, anytime I get anything wrong with Porsches, I get flamed in the comments. People love to tear me up about Porsches, which is fine. I never claim to know everything. I like to learn as I go. And one of the most recent things that I've had people get mad at me about is, yes, I know there's different versions of the 911 GT3Rs. I know that they change frequently. I know that there's little differences between them all. That's one thing that people get really anal about. But anyways, let's jump into it. I think I'm going to go ahead and take both these off the bases, and then I will show you the packaging, and then we'll take a peek at the cars. Yeah, I love Porsches. I think I like Hobby 64 still. Obviously, it is Tarmac Works, so I have to preface every Tarmac Works video by saying their quality control is never going to be perfect. You're likely to never get a perfect model with them, only buy the Tarmac Works stuff that you really, really, really like. That's the only advice I can give you. But anyways, so here's this one. Really like how they themed the packaging for both of these, really. I like Tarmac Works packaging a lot for Hobby 64. So it's got the black and the green and the Fire Monkey, the Fire Monkey Motorsport. I'm assuming those are that's like their logo back there. It's really cool. Got it on the bottom as well. And then here's all the information there. Not really too much. It is licensed by Porsche, of course. And then there's the back as well. And then, of course, just your standard acrylic case and the little plastic plinth, which also has some nice stuff on it too. So there's that. And then here's a look at the packaging for this one. Again, it matches the theme of the car, which I really do like. It's got the blurred track in the background. Here's the information right there. This one, one of the things I like about this one is actually driven by Lauren Heinrich, which I think he's one of my more favorite endurance drivers. I really like him. He drove for AO Racing for quite a while as well. Just he's cool. Anyways, there's all the information and the look of it. And then here's the base for this one as well. Again, it's just the blurred Nurburgring track. So yeah. There we go. Don't want to lose this plastic piece. All right, let's start with the GT3 RS. Yeah, this one is really cool. I love it. I just love the livery on this one. Black and yellow is one of my favorite themes, like color combos on race cars. I don't know why. It just has been. Just really like black and yellow. And this one is awesome. It's got the yellow headlight lenses, which actually look pretty good. There's some very shiny details in the headlight housing as well that I think Tarmac Works always does good with. That's one thing Tarmac Works on their Hobby 64 stuff. Global 64 is debatable, but on their Hobby 64 stuff for sure, they usually do a very good job with their headlight detailing, and this one is no exception. They look awesome. But yeah, I just love this I just love this whole livery, the black and yellow. Like, I don't even know what you would call this type of thing. It's like almost, it kind of looks like it almost looks like a hydro dip to me, which it's just really cool. And like I was saying earlier, it's pretty similar to this 70th anniversary Falcon that also ran at Nurburgring in 2018. So 5 years apart right here, but very similar, like livery style. It's not like exactly the same pattern or anything, but I just think it's really cool. But yeah, Pirelli P0 tire printing. There's nice brake details in there, slotted discs and calipers. They did put the little colorings on the spokes as well. Yellow on the front, red on the back. So wheels look awesome. These are not going to roll. Hobby 64s never really roll that well. If you get one that rolls, you got really lucky. These are just static models, which I am always perfectly okay with. I don't really need all my stuff to roll. I know it's a deal breaker for a lot of people, but for me, do not care. It does not affect me in the slightest. But anyways, yeah, it looks really nice. The venting above the wheels is printed on. All kinds of sponsorship logos. There's Falcon, of course, Pirelli, K&W, all kinds of cool stuff. H&R, just really, really cool. And the livery looks pretty well done. I don't know if this is pad printed. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm assuming it's got to be pad printed, right? I don't know how they would do this with a decal, but overall, like, everything looks pretty good. I'm not really seeing any weird issues with it or anything. It looks nice. I like the red mirrors and the red details around the number box and stuff. The 54 on top is also in red. There's some stuff on the back window there. Remus Performance Sport Exhausts. It's what that's supposed to say anyways. It's a little cut out, but anyways. Carbon fiber on top of the rear wing, which looks nice with the Porsche lettering. This one does have the metal wing supports, which I always really, really like. Carbon fiber on the zero with the P0. What did I just say? Carbon fiber on the end of the wings, on the end of the wings here, with the Pirelli P0 lettering on it. Jeez, okay. They printed, or well, not printed. I think these are all usually always decals, but carbon on the bottom as well with Dynamic GT. And then here's the back. The brake details are in fact acrylic. It's like a very, very dark. It's like black and then red acrylic, but it looks nice. At least I think it looks nice. Exhaust looks good down here as well, all done in silver. Yeah, overall it looks really good. Really like this livery. The bottom of these, this one at least, I don't know about the other one, but the bottom of this one is plastic. And yeah, this one's really cool. This one is really, really cool. So yeah, there's that. Let's jump into the Fire Monkey Motorsport one. Oh, gotta wipe my nose, sorry. My nose has been running so bad. But yeah, here is this one. So again, this is the Cup, the 992 Cup. So this is going to be more similar looking to a stock GT3 RS than it is the GT3R, just because it is based on the road-going version. It's just like stripped out. So you can see it's not quite as wide. The arrow isn't quite as crazy. And yeah, it's just like a whole different look. I'm really excited that Tarmac Works is doing these, and I think Mini GT is going to be doing them soon too. And AR Box, Almost Real, is also going to start making a bunch of Porsche as well, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, this actually looks really nice. I think they did a pretty good job with it. There is one complaint I have, me and others have, is that, let me get this plastic part off the base so I can set it flat. The stance of the car is... it is not very good. Oh, does that even come off? Yeah, it does. So the stance of the car, as I was saying, is not good on this one. And we kind of checked several of them, and they all seem to be the same. So as you can see, the back of the car is lower than the front of the car, which is incorrect for this. It would have been better if they would have just made it flat. But apparently, I learned this from our good friend Downscale, because he actually does some racing over in California, and he has a Porsche. I don't know exactly which one his is. But so he's familiar with a lot of this racing stuff and like car setups. And the front end should be lower than the rear end for this one. And they did it the opposite. So our joke in our group chat was like, okay, yeah, so this one is just doing the launch. This one's in launch control. It was kind of our joke with it. But yeah, the stance, not great. The front should be The front should either be lower than the back, or it should just be even all the way across. Like, they should just do it like this, where it's just even all the way across. I don't know why they made the back lower. It doesn't look great from a side angle like this. It just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they did that. But anyways, so there isn't an accuracy there. But other than that, I think it looks pretty dang good. You've got Pirelli P0 printing on the tires. Nice brake details back in there. I see a red caliper and then slotted rotors. I like the little red in the center cap of the wheels. Livery looks really nice, gloss black, and then all that green for the Fire Monkey like colorway theme. Looks really cool. Yeah, really like this one. No photo etched metal wing supports or no wet metal wing supports on this one, which I think is all right. Obviously, this one doesn't really need it because, again, it is based off of the basically based off the road going car. I think they probably use the same wings. Well, no, because the GT3 RS has active aero, I believe. So maybe they are different wings than the road going one. Again, I'm not super familiar with the Cup cars, but www.51gt3.com on the rear wing. Fire Monkey on the bottom. There's the back. Nice acrylic taillights. Actually look pretty good. Actually look really nice. Exhaust down here. Just 2 tips, still in silver. I like this little green bit at the bottom as well. There's a photo etched metal red tow hook right there. Yeah, it just looks really cool. LED indicator. And then Porsche GT3 Cup right there. All that lettering. I like how they did the black logo on the roof too for Fire Monkey. Yeah, it looks really cool. Simon Chan is the driver for this one. So very neat. Again, I think the headlights look really good on this one. It looks like these are actually taped. So I know it used to be really popular way back in the day when cars used glass headlights. They used to, a lot of times they'd take some tape and they'd put tape over the headlights or across the headlights in an X or just vertical lines or horizontal lines. So that way if there was like an accident or something came up and broke their taillight or their headlight, sorry, and that glass broke, it wouldn't shatter all onto the... It was supposed to basically just hold the glass together if it did break. So... And it kind of looks like there's a little bit of an X pattern on the headlights right here. I haven't actually looked at a real photo of this car, but that is really cool. I like that. So a little X pattern on the headlights. Porsche badge at the front looks pretty good. Another tow hook right there. The green front lip also like that. Yeah, overall, I think this one's pretty good. There's no antennas or anything on this one. The GT3R does have the antenna, which sometimes I wish they would not include. But yeah, I think aside from the stance of it, the rake, as the technical phrase is called, if the rake was correct, I think this would be like a perfect model. But I still think it's really good. I think they did a good job with it. I'm going to try to find a photo of this one to put up on screen just to compare. Hopefully, I don't know how easy that's going to be. I'm assuming Fire Monkey Motorsports is a pretty big team. But yeah, I'll try to find, if it'll focus, I'll try to find a photo of that. And then I'm also going to try to find a photo of this one right here from Nurburgring. So I'll show you guys these real quick compared to the real things. And I think that is about it for tonight. I finally reorganized my desk, and I no longer have a mountain of cars sitting next to me, and I have everything like organized in the way I want to like the order review. So yeah. Got my room clean. I'm feeling good. These are awesome. So yeah, that being said, thank you guys for watching. I do really appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next video.